Here we go.
You want to be like? Sensitivity equals fucking poverty.
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Check it out, homie.
Everyone, welcome to episode 175 of Insensitive Culture. As always, you know me.
What's up, Juac?
On the other end,
And that fool blazer, Ramon.
who's not on the other end today is... But we are still...
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Make sure you check it out, homie.
Johnny's not joining us today. He had some family stuff to tend to. So yeah, it's just your boy Dave. And what's up, Juac?
Hey, what's up, Juac?
What's good? How you feeling, bro?
I'm good, baby. I don't know if we mentioned it last week, but your boy recently got engaged. So
Yeah, that's right.
I know
you did
you
not, and I was kicking myself
some
over
love.
it.
You showed some love on the IC page, or you reposted some posts that were out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ash was actually pretty upset. She was like, "Did you guys talk about it?" I was like, "Shit, I don't think we did. I don't think we talked about it." So yeah, no, I've still been living off that high. People sending cards, showing love. It feels good. We don't, now everyone's asking when's the wedding, when's the date,
Yep, that's not
and
gonna
I'm
stop.
like, yo, just dropped a lot of bread. Let's slow it down. Let's pump those brakes a little bit, and then we'll plan something. And it's tough being out here too, because like, I don't know where we want to have it. Like my family's in, the Western New York area. Her family's down in like the Myrtle Beach area, and we're currently living in the San Francisco Bay Area. So it's, like there's no appeasing anybody. Like no matter where we pick, like there's going to be pissed off people.
There's going to be some travel for some people.
And part of me is just like, hey, let's make it a pain in the ass for everybody. Let's go to Hawaii or something. Like just like, I don't want anybody to feel like they got ripped off or gypped. And part of me wants to, just wants to go to Vegas, me and her, get married with a witness, and then pick a place to party. Maybe we go to New York, we throw a party. We go down to Myrtle, we throw a party. We throw a party in the Bay Area. I don't know. And I'm certainly not gonna go in debt, drop $50K on a wedding or, something crazy like that, because that's unnecessary. I don't think that's what weddings were originally supposed to be about, but it's kind of turned into that.
Honestly, thank you for bringing it up, because I did forget to mention it last week, and I kicked myself in the ass afterward because I didn't think about it until after we finished recording. But yeah, I thought about that quite a bit, because Jillian and I have been engaged for quite some time now. Can't even remember how long it's been, but I engaged. I asked her to marry me back when we were at Apple, so
yeah.
it had to have been at least 4 years now. So,
yeah.
And yeah, those questions are never going to stop up until you do it. I am a fan of the idea of getting married on our own terms, like go to a court, that, and then throw a nice little party, open bar.
That's all.
Nothing too crazy. Just invite the family.
Yep.
Because if you really think about it, a wedding, in my opinion, a wedding day is just one day, right? It's so hectic to plan, to do, to go through all the shit, make sure everything is fucking perfect. With the possibility, if you do it outside, there's a possibility that the rain's gonna fuck it up.
Yep.
Like there's so much to do or to consider.
Yeah.
When it shouldn't even be about that. It should be about the fact that y'all
are in love,
getting married.
Exactly.
So my thought is, I'm 100% down with getting married on your own thing and do a party. Maybe, for the price of a wedding, let's keep it real. Even if you, especially if you do it out in Cali.
Bro, it gives me a stomach ache to think about throwing a wedding in California.
If you really think about it, right? You could possibly have a party in Rock for the family, maybe do something nice with an open bar, do the same thing, fly out to her, where her parent or her family is, out in Myrtle Beach and whatnot. Do the same thing and probably still not spend as much as you would
Absolutely
on
not.
a wedding.
Yeah. No,
Exactly.
I saw, I don't remember what it was. It was an article somewhere. It pretty much said the average length of a wedding is about 4 hours, like, reception, party, all that stuff. And like the average cost was somewhere between $20,000 and $30,000. $20,000 to $30,000 for 4 hours of your life, which granted, yes, there's going to be memories. It's going to be a good time, but it's going to be banging. But that is crazy. Crazy.
Yeah. At the end of the day, bro, I mean, who am I to say anything? But at the end of the day, have that conversation with your girl, see where she's
that's
at.
all
where
we've been
she's
talking
thinking,
about.
and throw the many ideas, because it has to be. You have to consider the costs and shit, and we ain't banking yet, son.
Nah.
We will be, but we not yet.
Nah.
But I don't know. Much. What was the word I was gonna say? Much luck to you on that. On the decision as to what you're gonna do. Just let us know. I don't know if I'm invited, but just let me know, and then we'll figure out the rest.
I'm thinking about it. I'm running through the guest list, dog. We'll figure out something here. I don't know if you'll get a +1, but we'll try and sneak in, save you a plate.
I feel you.
Nah,
just
gonna be
mail
banging.
me a plate, son.
You're gonna be in a tux, dog. I'll be ready to rent that tux, son. Because
yes, sir. We family around here.
Facts.
Let's see. Now let's jump into some you already know.
You already know. All right, son. Who wins in a fight? The Terminator, and I'm talking T-800 Arnold, or the Winter Soldier?
Who
I
wins,
know.
like just hand-to-hand combat?
Yeah, let's say hand-to-hand. I mean, there was no specifics given. It was just a fight.
I would have to go. Oh, damn, that is a tough one.
Yeah, this was
So
a
here's the
YouTube.
scenario that I'm going to. Initially, for some reason, I wanted to say Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, he is a master at combat. He's a super soldier, so he can take a lot. He can take a lot more than your average person would be able to take. So that's where I was going with that. However, the T-1000 is just straight up metal.
No, not the T-1000. The T-800.
I'm sorry, T-800. My bad.
Yeah.
He's just T-800. He's just gonna keep coming at him.
Right.
He's just getting that metal's indestructible. You could rip him in half, and as long
the half will be crawling towards you. yeah,
exactly.
Never gonna give up.
Never gonna give up until he's basically melted. So I would have to say, I don't know. You know what? I'm still gonna stay Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier. Honestly, bro,
Yep.
I was thinking Winter Soldier too, only because I remember Arnold at the end of T2. I mean, without some luck, he pretty much got murked there. Like the thing through his shoulder and that like the metal area where they were and shit like that. He got fucked up pretty good, and I feel like you said, the Winter Soldier, there's no quit in him. Like if he's programmed and, his mission is to fucking kill the T-800, like I feel like he could do it. And I mean, I love Arnold. I love the Terminator.
We're not even talking
T2.
about Bucky. We're talking about the Winter Soldier,
Full Winter Soldier, badassery, like, the fight in Europe. What was that? Was that Civil War or which was it? No, that was Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier.
Yeah. I mean, I always thought Bucky, was just super, super badass. Like he could have done a lot more damage in the MCU if they didn't sort of rein him in and get him under control. He might be one of my favorite villains, even though he's not really a villain anymore.
Yeah. I feel you. I'm gonna stick with that answer. I think Bucky would win.
Yeah. I like that. I'm curious. I want to see. I don't know. We got to make this a clip at some point because I'm curious to see what what other people would think. Let's give a Johnny answer. Let's answer as if we were Johnny. Well, how would he look at it?
He would probably say, just to be,
to play devil's advocate here.
Just to play devil's advocate here.
Yeah.
You can't destroy the metal in the.
He'd take his core out at some point and fucking.
That's like the T-800 could still snap his spine out of, rip his spine out of his back.
I mean, now you're making good points, actually, though. Like, that's kind of shit. See, that's why we miss you, dog.
If he catches him, he can fuck him up.
Facts. All right, so we'll agree. Winter Soldier. Johnny picked the Terminator. We got it.
Sure.
All right, so you caught a murder beef, son. You're looking at a charge for sure, and you need to call up your lawyer. You have 4 lawyers that you can pick from. You have Saul Goodman from Better Call Saul. You have Atticus Finch from To Kill a Mockingbird. You have Vinnie Gambini from My Cousin Vinny. Or you have Elle Woods from Legally Blonde. Who you going to give a shout, get you off this murder charge?
Who's the first one again?
Saul Goodman.
Saul Goodman. Oh, shit. I've never seen To Kill a Mockingbird or read the book or anything.
Okay.
So
that's fair. Okay, so Atticus Finch is out.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's
damn good lawyer.
The best answer.
But that's okay.
Yeah, damn good lawyer would probably help me, but I don't know anything about him. So it left me with 3 fucked up answers. Let me see. Saul Goodman, Legally Blonde.
Yep. My cousin Vinny. Who's out? My cousin Vinny is out. My cousin Vinny's out. Any specific reason?
Love
My
the
cousin
guy.
Vinny's out?
It was a great, entertaining movie. Awesome. But if it wasn't for his girl and her observation.
Facts. If it wasn't for that was going to be my exact no to Vinnie Gambini was if Marissa Tomei didn't know that shit about the car, nothing.
He would have lost that.
He 100% would have lost that. Good call.
He would have lost
Good
that.
call.
So it wasn't based on his own knowledge.
Right.
I would go. I would go with Saul.
Yeah.
Better Call Saul. I feel like the girl from Legally Blonde. She was smart. She came off like an airhead type person, but she was definitely
That's how
very
she got
smart.
him, son. That's how she got him.
That's how she got him. Yeah, and that was initially my thought. But the reason why I go with Saul Goodman is he's willing to do whatever to get you out, son.
Yeah.
He's willing to to break a couple of rules and
I know I see that and I get it because he does seem to have sort of like a little bit of luck on his side at times too. I feel like of these 4, Atticus.
Your life is on the line, so
Atticus is good.
I should have gone with Legally Blonde.
He might be a little old fashioned as far as like the law system goes, but yeah, Elle Woods. I feel like aside from Atticus, who's obviously a very smart dude, Vinnie Gambini. We said his chick was lucky. She noticed the shit about the car, and that's what saved his ass. Saul could be grimy. He could be doing some illegal shit. But like Elle, she really, she basically cracked that thing on her, on her own. And I'm not the biggest Legally Blonde fan, but like I've seen it. I've watched it.
I was right there. I was right there with that answer. That was gonna be my answer, and it's probably should be the right answer.
Right, but at the end of the day, I would feel like I were in good hands with Saul still. Like that's not a bad choice. And honestly, Atticus, like Vinny is the only one that I feel like, as much as I'd love to shoot the shit with Vinnie Gambini, like I would be nervous.
I would not put my life on
right. Unless Marissa Tomei was like his counsel and like was helping him out, I would be.
Yeah, and it involved the car.
Yeah, exactly.
Where she would actually fucking help with that.
Yeah, it needs to be automobile related, or else. I don't really need any of that. I need to I haven't watched that in a long time. My cousin Vinny, Was that Ralph Macchio? Wasn't he
Ralph
like
Macchio? Yeah.
Fucking Ralph Macchio, bro. Good
Ralph
for him.
Macchio. Obviously Joe Pesci, Marissa Tomei. Herman Munster.
The judge. Yeah. What was
his?
What's his name? I feel like. He's dead. He's been dead for a while. But yeah, he still looks like Herman Munster without the. Without the the makeup on, and obviously he sounds like him.
Yeah.
Fucking monsters.
Fred Gwynn.
Gwynn, that's right. I feel like as you were saying, I was like, oh, it's Fred Gwynn.
Yeah, Fred Gwynn. I remember him from The Munsters and Pet Sematary. I never forget it because when the little boy came back, he was the neighbor, the nosy neighbor.
Yeah,
and he caught the knife to the back of the ankle.
Oh, the Achilles.
And the Achilles, and that has been a fear of mine since I saw that.
Same thing with Kill Bill. Remember, she sliced his shit real good. Achilles getting that's a very irrational fear that I have. But yeah, it's because of movies. I never want to get my Achilles gashed.
No. No, thank you.
All right, Saul Goodman. Elle Woods. What would Johnny's answer be?
In that one, he'd probably say Better Call Saul.
I feel like he'd go Atticus Finch.
Probably.
Because that seems like a very Johnny answer. I'm sure he's very familiar with To Kill a Mockingbird. He'd find some reason, Boo Radley and shit. Yeah, he'd go Atticus Finch. So he went, he went Terminator and he went Atticus Finch. I can't wait to hear his real answers because I know he'll listen to this. And he'll hit us up and let us know. All right, last question. It's another fight question. We had, we had Terminator Winter Soldier before. Then I thought this was just a weird fight. It didn't seem particularly crazy, but it did make me think a little bit.
Okay.
Who wins in a fight, Wolverine or Doctor Strange?
Fuck.
Yeah, see, they're
Wolverine,
not very different fighting styles.
The magic is what's
right. The magic is what. Yeah, that's hardcore magic, bro. That's not pussy magic.
No, not at all.
Wolverine can heal. He's a good fighter. He's got super strength. He has a bunch of shit going for him. But I feel like I don't know. Doctor Strange just sends him to a fucking other dimension, and the fight's over. I don't even know. That's why it was such a weird question.
Well, I would still give it to Logan, to Wolverine, because, he regenerates. So it would literally have to be something lodged in his head, that he can't push out, or it would have to be very distinct because he can kill him multiple times, and he would just come right back, and he's persistent.
Very.
So he can, I think eventually he would get the better of him. So I'd give it to Wolverine.
Wolverine over Doctor Strange. Yeah, I mean.
Over Doctor Strange.
Have we seen Doctor Strange hand-to-hand combat in any of the.
I don't think it would be hand-to-hand combat to that extent.
Right.
I think that was the only real reason why I was really thinking about it, is because he's just going to be coming at him hard with magic.
Yeah.
I'm sure his hand-to-hand combat is on point too, but I don't think it's on Logan's level.
Yeah.
The claws, bro, if he catches them, that's
you
really it.
Adamantium claws. Yeah,
that's really it. He's not
in a good place.
He can die, son.
Doctor Strange can die for sure.
Can die. If he gets to you, you will die. And it's going to take very specific situation that would kill Wolverine. And even then, I don't even know if it would fully kill him. Old man Logan is dead.
I was going to say, what killed him? I was just thinking, what killed him in Logan? Because the motherfucker died. So what was it that got him? Could Doctor Strange do that?
Old man Logan only got old and stuff because the adamantium in his body is what was pretty much killing him. So if they were able to remove that adamantium, he would be able to regenerate.
Originally, before the adamantium, he had like bone. Remember,
Yeah.
like the claws were just like a bone, right? Like they weren't like metal.
Yeah, it was bone, and then when they put in the adamantium, throughout his skeleton, they added the metal claws around the bones that would come out. Yeah. So
I don't think because I mean magic.
So, but
I feel
that-
like you can only
that's-
do so much with the magic. Like once
Yeah,
Wolverine gets to you.
Yep. And that was what it was, I believe. And I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, please let me know.
I wonder if they fought in the comics before. Like if we have some comic nerds.
I'm sure they
chime
have.
in, we should get Steve.
I'm sure they've come across.
I'll
each
text
other.
Esteban. Be like, hey, random question.
Right.
I know we haven't talked in a while, but Doctor Strange ever fight Wolverine in a comic? And he would just answer like it wouldn't even be a thing.
Right.
What Johnny pick? What's Johnny picking for?
Probably Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
You know,
He just
me.
goes the
I'm just going
opposite
with
of
the
Loki.
opposite. Yeah.
Nah, sometimes he agrees. He
No,
hates
I know
it,
he
though.
does.
He hates to agree with us. Like he hates when we all agree. That's
Yeah. No, I'm. That's just my train of thought is because we're going that route. Johnny is someone methodical who, even if he thinks like, yeah, I think Wolverine, but because we both said it,
yeah.
he will come up with
He'll
a way
concoct a scenario
concoct-
in his head. Yeah.
He'll concoct some sort of scenario where it would at least we can at least have the conversation.
Something
He'll
plausible.
say all that and then come back and be like, I still pick Logan.
That's a big low. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, he'll give a great reason. He's almost got us swayed, and then he still picks the same. He's like, oh yeah, no, we got that. We're good. We're good.
Yeah, no, but he'll kill him for sure.
Yeah, just two very random fights. I don't know, man. These YouTube questions are sometimes
Bro,
interesting.
they need to bring Machinima. Machinima? Is it Machinima?
I thought it was
Machinima?
machinima. I don't know.
It could be either one.
Machismo.
They need to bring that back because that was
Those
remember
fights,
back in the days.
Yeah, bro, those
he
were dope. Those were my shit. Actually, I forgot all about those. It's been a while.
Yeah, all of the random, face-offs that we would want to see.
What was that? Like Wolverine and Hulk? Wasn't that one of them?
Was it Hulk?
I thought
remember
it
Wolverine
was.
being in there.
I could have swore it was Wolverine and Hulk. I'm gonna have to go
I remember one
rewatch
with,
some
like-
of those because those were fucking awesome, bro. The production value on just I don't even know who they weren't making crazy popular content. It was just like this really small community of people that would fuck with those videos. They were so dope though.
They were also the ones behind the real life Mortal Kombat. Remember when they took that dark spin?
Yes.
And they had all those dope ass things.
I thought so. I remember seeing those. I thought like they were together, but I wasn't sure. Like I thought I was just jumbling them together in my head.
No. They were the ones behind that.
Wolverine v Hulk. Yeah, what
Is
were
that
the
what it
other
was?
ones? I know I could have. I'm picturing that in my head.
I'm trying to look them up to see if I could bring them up, but I'm not seeing anything. Anyway, yeah, son, those would be dope. Those would be dope. We need
Bring
a
them
lot
back.
more of that.
Bring them back.
Bring 'em
It's
back.
probably not
Bring 'em
even a
back. Bring 'em
studio
back.
anymore. I feel like I watched a video about them and why they collapsed. Like they were fucking over their creators. I could have swore I will follow up on this, but I could have swore that's why they shit the bed. Is there was like a YouTube video where they were signing these fucking awesome content creators and giving them like the shittiest fucking deals. So like they were pumping out shit and not making dick. Very similar to like screenwriters and actors.
Yeah, no, I mean I can see that. I can probably see that from these people. A lot of people tried to. A lot of the bigger companies, they try to shell out as much as possible, and they're coming out with these dope ass content. Son, you gotta pay the people that keep bringing out the dope content. You can't fuck over every single fucking person that puts out quality content, and then be happy or be upset when nobody wants to work with you, or the content isn't as good as it used to be.
Right.
And everyone's complaining. Everyone, all the viewers are watching. And shit is dropping. And it's just whack.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Nailed it.
Yeah. So no more. That was the last question, right?
That was the last question. Yeah.
Cool. Let's see. So the biggest news, I guess, from within the past couple of days, man. Twitter is now known as X.
Yeah. What is the deal with that? Like, my Twitter has not changed, or
mine hasn't either. No,
I've been looking, like I've been refreshing. I've been checking the app store for like like Twitter updates to change the logo and shit. I mean, I feel like anytime you have to rebrand, it's never good. Mm-hmm. Like when companies are doing great and thriving, they don't just decide to rebrand to something weird. I also heard, and I don't know if this is true, that Microsoft has a patent, or like they trademarked the name X, and not that they're using it or anything, but like I've seen that pop up a bunch, and like I don't know how legit that is. I know in Japan there's a bunch of trademarks on bands that have like X and things like that in them, so like I don't know how it's going to go. This all just feels so clunky and desperate after Threads. Like I don't know what to think. Like Twitter still feels like the same Twitter to me. I haven't noticed anything other than like Elon, I think, had the main Twitter page rebranded with like the X in the top, but like everything I see still says Twitter. It has the bird. Like I'm waiting for the bird to go away basically, and it has not yet.
It has not, no. I'm seeing here that it says that Meta, Microsoft, and hundreds of others have intellectual property rights to the letter X in different ways. Right. So he's, so first of all, I don't understand why wanting to change something that's already a very popular name, right? Obviously you bought this because it was a popular thing. It wasn't going the way you thought that you could make it. Mm-hmm. Whatever. So now completely rebranding it, I think that that this is going to be the nail in the coffin for this, in my opinion.
Hopefully.
I mean, there are still some things about Twitter that I do like small things that I wish would come over. And if they move those over to Threads completely, it would completely just finish it.
Absolutely.
And that was my initial thought before seeing this. Why would you want to just name it X, right? It seems like there was no thought process behind it.
Exactly.
I made the joke in the group chat, like, I wonder how that meeting went. And it's like, there probably was no meeting because someone would have probably told him, hey, he shouldn't do that.
Bad idea, dude.
Yeah. He wouldn't have listened anyway.
No, absolutely
so I think it's just stupid.
How about, was that you or was that Johnny? Someone sent to our group chat that Elon was having in the San Francisco office of Twitter, he was having the Twitter sign taken down and just the X put up, and the San Francisco Police Department shut it down because he did not have the proper permits to be using that equipment to literally take the sign off of the Twitter building. So like I think it's like there's probably still like some Twitter letters up there, and it was just shut down.
Yeah. Johnny, I think, sent that. But I was seeing all kinds of stuff online about it because people were just making fun of it. And no one wants to fuck with it. It seems very desperate. Nobody's seeing the changes to to the actual application yet, to the X application.
Nothing.
I mean, that even sounds stupid. To the X application.
A lot of memes about X videos, like because Twitter, if they're gonna call it, because they have videos on there, they're gonna be X videos, and people are like, there's memes of like people putting X into their browser and then just like X like autofills to X videos, like that's the main issue. A lot of X videos memes, which is good. I feel like X videos doesn't get enough play. Tell about Pornhub when people talk about those sites.
Is yeah, and then when I say that that was one of the things that I liked about Twitter, that is one of the things I like about Twitter. You can post up a lot of things that you normally can't post up anywhere.
Hardcore pornography clips, like it's nothing. And that I use a curse word and my account gets limited for 7 days.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. No, I can't wait. I can't wait till just Twitter shits the bed. I'm hoping they actually suspend my account again so I can just close the bitch down and just give me a reason to leave.
Yeah. So it says here that it was acquired by X Corp. Is X Corp?
X Corp is some
Elon's?
evil sounding shit. Yeah, that's what it is. Yes, X Corp.
If someone was gonna become like a Lex Luthor type,
right?
It would definitely be Elon.
100%.
And now that everyone is just making fun of him constantly, I feel like even though people had their beefs with Elon in the past, I don't feel like they've been as loud as they have since this whole Twitter thing went down, son.
Right.
No, like you have some people that were always just like, yo, I don't really like Elon because of this and that, but you know, cars are dope.
The man makes a hell of an automobile. I will give him that, and that's literally the only thing he does well. And I know damn well he has a team of very smart people that are not him that probably have more to do with the Teslas out there than Elon Musk actually does. So I don't even really give him too much credit for Tesla, but of his companies and his holdings, I mean, that's the one I fuck with the most. Like I said, give me a reason to just shut my fucking Twitter page down. I don't know how often you go on Twitter, but the cool thing to do these days is people are screenshotting them, deleting the Threads app. They're like, well, that was a fun ride. And then it gets like, 3,000 likes or something stupid. Like the same shit you see on Threads though, or just people hating on Twitter. Like it's so fun to even just bounce between the two and to not have any stake in either of them. So like, I don't give a fuck either way. I'm just living.
Mm-hmm. And that's I was having that conversation, and not necessarily about Twitter, but just in general. I forget who I was talking to, but pretty much discussing how nowadays there's no gray area, or at least they don't allow anyone to live in a gray area, right? Where you can agree with certain things on both sides, no matter the argument. Right? Whether we're talking about politics, when you're talking about like nerd shit, like it doesn't matter, right? Like you have to choose. They're making it seem like you have to choose a side.
Yeah.
And if it's not the side that they are on, it's fuck you. And I think people have just grown so accustomed to that shit nowadays, bro. Literally, like even this is just like, I fuck with Twitter, so I'm deleting threads.
Everything has to be a battle. Like
everything has to be a battle.
That's an exhausting way to live your life. First of all,
yeah, absolutely.
I want no part of that. I'm a consumer. I will consume freely. I will dabble with this. I will dabble with that. When it comes to politics, like you can agree, with both sides. It's not. Everything isn't black and white. I definitely agree. Like you said, that feels more commonplace. Like, electric cars. You're either, fuck electric cars. I'm going to unplug Teslas when I see them charging because I'm a fucking pickup truck driver and blah, blah, blah. Like,
sure.
Yeah. People feel like there needs to be a hard stance on everything. Yeah. And like I said, that's tiring. That's boring. That's not a way to live at all.
The current one right now, there was a couple, things on that. The current one is the Jason Aldean.
I was hoping we were going to talk about this. I was hoping because I just saw the video today. My sister was talking about it, and I was like, yeah, like I don't really listen to country music. I'm not a country music fan, so I'm not going to involve myself in this. Like I don't really care. And she showed me the video. Did you see the video? Did you watch the?
I have not. No.
No.
I've seen things because I don't listen to country, like I said.
Yeah, no, same.
Like you said, so it doesn't really. But I've been hearing what people are saying about it, the research that has been done about like what's going on. And then I think today for the first time, someone added the song to the video. So I actually heard it in that sense where it was like attached to something. I don't have too much to say about it just because I haven't really, other than I think like I said, I've seen a few things and it could be taken one way if that's the way you want to look at it.
Yes, anything can. Like if you want to see it this way, that's how you're going to see it. And correct. I can see, having watched the video today, I can see how if you wanted to take that stance, you easily could.
Correct.
And the fact that you so could easily take that stance, does that say something? Maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Do you want to get your this is the equivalent, I feel like, of Ben Shapiro and his Barbie hate. This is the same thing from the left side with this Jason Aldean video. Like, if you want to get enraged about it, sure, you can. You can work yourself up about anything. Is it worth it in either case? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, and all it's really doing, in my opinion, because the people aren't even fighting back that, it's tough to speak on it. It's tough to speak on it, right? I'm not going to give the song, plays because, again, they are comparing it to, at least the things that I've seen, they're comparing it to the Bud Light thing, right? So, like, the people on the right, that's what they're saying. Oh, the Bud Light thing, we took a stance and we lost them $20 billion or whatever. The left wants to hate this song, or woke culture wants to hate this song, and it made it number one. So, fuck y'all type shit. And really what it's doing is it's dividing the people again. Yeah. Because I saw someone that we know like post up something that said something like, we live in a country where Jason Aldean's what's it called again?
Try that in a small town.
We live in a country where Jason Aldean's Try That in a Small Town is being persecuted, yet WAP can be played freely. And it's like, and that right there shows me that, okay, so your stance isn't necessarily a politics. Now it turned into a black versus white thing. And the people that are sharing it, I don't see them in that way, but I can easily, like, when I see that, I go, okay, unfollow, or unfriend, because it's just like, okay, now I didn't see you that way. And it's very easy to do that. I have to catch myself sometimes because I do fall into shit like that, where if that is your stance, like that is not, that's a stance in a direction where I don't think you should really go with it.
Yeah.
But people are lemmings, man. They're just if they listen to country music and they fall on Jason Aldean's side, they're going to they're just going to share each other's shit, whatever. But I don't know. It's just getting blown out of proportion. The research the things that I've seen on it, and you can tell me if I'm wrong since you've seen this video, but some of the locations where he shot the video and it's in the South. So of course that's probably going to be damn near every location. But they were known for, hosting lynches and shit like that. And, and the undertones of Try That in a Small Town is the fact that, a lot of these, like the crimes that are being laid out are, generalized in some cases to be primarily, minorities or black folks who commit these types of crime and, come do that in a small town. I don't know if that was the intention. I'm seeing a lot of people that are saying, yeah, he's always been racist and giving their stories as to why they believed he was racist.
Sure.
But again, that's just, there's no proof to that other than a story that you're telling.
Yeah.
And people make shit up all the fucking time.
Absolutely.
So who knows? So I'm choosing to just whatever on this one because there's not enough for me to give a fuck.
At the end of the day, he's probably banking. He probably made a fuck ton
absolutely.
of money off of all this because whether you're hate listening or listening in agreement, you know,
you're talking
you're
about
still listening. You're giving him views, streams, likes, attention, basically. I couldn't tell you a Jason Aldean song. Like I knew the name, but I don't know what they sound like. The dude looked bloated and old.
He does look like a bloated Tim McGraw.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, bro, like you're probably pushing 50. You're on the downswing of your career. If this is what needs to get you the views and, you know, whatnot to feed your family, then by all means do it. But yeah, I like I said, I don't care enough about country music or any of it. And I'm not going out of my way to get worked up about anything. Like
I'm going to try not to get worked up. Yeah. I'm going to try not to get worked up about any of that shit.
Like I said, it's too exhausting. We have
I can't
shit to
be
focus
that way,
on.
bro.
Important shit.
Bro. I mean, I'll say it because I say it to him all the time and I call him out a lot on a lot of shit that he does. But Rocco is like he is the man, the number one person that is just like, choose a side, man. You got to choose a side. And everything else is just, well, fuck them. And it's such an extremist thing. Yeah. And I just try to have conversations with people on, you know, just to help me understand. And I get thrown into that. I think I was called an extremist recently on a post. And I didn't even point fingers. I didn't say, I didn't point anybody out. I didn't say you're this, you're that. All I said was, well, these are what they're explaining, and you probably shouldn't come out with anything until you or say anything unless you know all of the facts. And then I got jumped all over.
Was this
and
on
called
Facebook or what?
An extremist lefty. Yeah, that was on Facebook. Yeah.
That's your problem right there.
I know I hate Facebook, bro.
It's the fucking worst.
Yeah.
It is the
and it's never
worst.
it's never if I'm responding is because it's not even anybody that I know. It may be on somebody that I know's post and I'll say something possibly. But
even pages that I like on Facebook, their comment section is insufferable. Like Screen Rant. Screen Rant recently posted something on Facebook. It was like 10 movies that were too convoluted to actually enjoy.
Okay.
And, you know, they had a bunch of different movies. I think Tenet was one of the movies that were part of that list. Yeah. And I decided I browsed through the list. I didn't look at, I read everything about every movie. I just wanted to see what movies they were talking about. And then I happened to peek down in the comments, and every fucking douchebag in the comments is like, oh, you guys had a hard time understanding these movies? Like, I totally got them upon first viewing, and I know everything about movies. Like, that was literally every comment, bro. And like, I could feel me just getting furious inside. Like, I wanted to say something. I wanted to start something, but I think I might even actually started to like type a reply, and I just deleted it. And I said, you know what? This is not worth it at all. Like, I don't care enough. I don't want to put my energy towards this, but like, even pages that you like, pages that you fuck with, for some reason, the Facebook audience is just the oldest, conservative, absolute, just condescend. Like, it's the worst. It's the worst fucking place, dude. And like, it's so weird that like Facebook and IG and Threads, like, they're all meta, but the audiences are almost night and day sometimes.
Honestly, I see that a lot on IG too. If you actually go through the comments, that's a majority of that shit too. People just are well, it's a mixture of a couple of things, right? People are under the impression that their view or their opinion matters to somebody other than them fucking selves. So they have like this heightened sense of importance.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's like, and when everyone has that, that creates that fucking problem. But IG has that shit under, because I follow a lot of nerd shit, right? So then it's those opinions, the bros who are just like, yo, this shit is these movies were whack and this is why. And it's not even that. You can state why you don't like something, but when you go out of your way to say you are a piece of shit for thinking this way, and my opinion is the one that matters because I know what I'm talking about, then it gets problematic. But a lot of that, fucking Star Wars fans are the worst.
Oh yeah, probably the worst. Can we just a real quick? Let's give a top 3 worst toxic fan bases. Can we do that? Do we have time for that?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Top 3.
Star Wars is top 3.
Fan.
It's got to be.
I would probably have to say Star Wars is number 1. Bro.
Okay.
Like, well, I don't know. What are we talking about? We're talking about just like
pop culture fan bases.
Pop culture fan bases. Yeah. I would have to say Star Wars is number 1, mainly because there's no pleasing them.
Right.
You can make the most coherent movie and they would still pick it apart. Should have had this, should have had that. If you had this and that, well, you didn't do it right. You didn't do it exactly as it was, in this book that came out in this year that has nothing to do with the actual, it's not even canon. But it should be canon because that made sense anyway. So they're just the worst because of that. Like they nitpick everything. They hated fucking the prequels. Now they fucking love the prequels. I don't get it. I just don't understand.
There's no pleasing. There is nothing to understand, son. You can't understand it. I'm gonna go with number 2. Number 2, sports fan bases.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Not absolutely. Even the movie comic book realm. Just I follow. Obviously, I'm a Yankees fan.
They might actually be number
Packers
1. I wasn't
fan.
considering war. I wasn't considering sports.
Sports fans are one of the most toxic groups, 100%. Because no matter
I would say number 1 and Star Wars is number 2.
Let's put sports fans at number 1. Let's do that.
Yes.
Because at least Star Wars fans, I mean, they have some semblance of they know what's canon. Like, you can't argue with canon, first of all. Mm-hmm. And there is no sports canon. It's all, for the most part, opinion-based, whether you're a commentator or what.
And if you go to a sports event in Europe, bro, you could get hurt. You could die. If you're not,
I wasn't even thinking about soccer hooligans, bro. Like, I was thinking about like American sports, but yeah, you factor in Europeans. Oh my god, bro. Yeah, sports fans have to be number 1, 100%.
Yeah, most toxic.
They're so bad because like even like Yankees Twitter, that's like Black Twitter, Yankees Twitter. There's always the subsections of Twitter. Yankees Twitter is the most divided, argumentative, unpleasable group of people you will ever see. Nothing is right. No matter what you do, they could win 50 games in a row and you're going to have people like, oh, this is fucking bull. Like, it's insufferable. Yeah. So sports fans, number 1, Star Wars fans, number 2. What do you think about number 3? Is there anything in particular that,
I mean, I don't think it,
MAGA fan base?
Is that? I mean, I guess that's under pop culture, right?
I mean, it's part of the popular.
It's literally, because it's in the
or just politics. We won't even go MAGA. We'll go political politics. Yeah. Just those bases, regardless of which side you're on.
See, now they're all fighting for number 1.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, bro, like. All right, so that if we're gonna go all politics, because MAGA by themselves are the worst. But yes, I will have to say politics as a whole. If we go to politics, if we generalize it to politics, actually let's not do that, because it is politics, and everything is choosing a side. That's literally everything that we do. But MAGA itself, like the fact, like these followers,
right?
And I would probably keep them. They
number 2.
They're close. Number 2. Yeah, I think they would go to number 2.
Bumping the Star Wars down.
Bumping the Star Wars down because it is. I mean, they are bad, but like now we're getting into like sports. It could just be dangerous. Like there's no arguing with these people at all.
Right.
Like there's nothing that you could really do except for try to dissipate everyone as calmly as possible in these events, right?
Yep.
MAGA, they're the worst because you really can't reason with them. It's
right.
It's a majority of them are delusional, bro. They are like to think that that everything was a hoax or that everything was rigged, and you're still going for, saying
Trump
so
is my
much
president still. He's really the real
there's
president.
so much contradiction.
Yeah.
I don't know. Would you agree with them at number 2 or?
I think so. Did you see? Did somebody send the clip of? It was a Trump supporter saying that the Trump votes were sent to space, and they came back as Biden votes. There was an old lady literally giving an interview saying that was why Trump lost, because there were votes for him, but those votes were sent to space, and space sent them back as Biden votes. And she was dead serious, bro.
No, I know. And that's where I say that they are delusional, and you literally cannot.
You can't.
You can't have a conversation with these people like at all.
No.
And some of them are dangerous, man. There are a lot of them that are dangerous, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's
people that want to drive their car through a fucking protest or No, it's not good. Hard number 2, maybe a number 1, depending on on how hard you look at it. But like, I don't know, man. Sports fans are bad.
Yeah. If it was if it was politics, like as a whole, that would have to be number 1 because that actually is like that puts it into a different category that I think
affects us, whereas like sports doesn't really.
Does it? Well, that's the conversation too. It's like it doesn't. It's manipulation of the people, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if it actually affects us, but they can make us believe whatever we want, and they just all of it. If you really want to get down into fucking, the little bit of Juac Senior that's in me, when it comes to all that shit, bro, it's like all of it is definitely to get us and to get our focus onto something completely different, right? When it comes to the politics and you see the Jason Aldeans and all of this, right? It might have started off as something small. But when it has to, when it falls into politics and they can weave it into politics, right, with the whole the woke agenda, and like all of this shit, then it gets into a place where I was saying earlier, where someone is sharing something that even though directly it doesn't say I side with the white people, like the undertone of that is pretty much that. Like it's literally putting people against each other on a racial basis under a political umbrella. It turns into into politics. And then from there, like we're just focusing on Jason Aldean when something else is going on.
Right.
And it's way too easy for them to do that now. Social media has made it way too easy for that.
You have your Barbie. Oh, take the focus. Focus on Barbie. Focus on Bud Light. Focus on this Jason Aldean video. Like, don't pay attention over here, but just worry about this. This is what's causing a ruckus.
And everyone is
they jump right
hyper focused, bro.
They
hyper focused on it.
Yep.
So
watch as much as I don't want you to give it a view or any. Watch the Jason Aldean video at some point because I really want to know what you think about it.
I'll watch the video. I'll do that. Whatever.
It's not
one view is not going to skew anything.
No, it's.
I have to do it to really.
I'll find a torrent of it if it makes you feel better. We won't give Jason Aldean any money.
I mean, it's the same thing that we were talking about with. I know we're jumping all over the place, but kind of the same thing that we're talking about. But the Sound of Freedom.
Yeah.
That movie that's in theaters.
Yeah, the Jim Caviezel QAnon movie.
Yeah, exactly. Where now that's it's a movie for those of you who don't know. Like, there's a big thing around. Again, now they turned it into a political thing, right? But it's a movie centered around the child abductions,
trafficking,
and, just child trafficking.
Yeah.
Where I understand that a lot of people are fighting because that message right there is the one that they're holding on to.
Mm-hmm.
And but everyone that's watching it, with a clear level head is saying like, yo, there are a lot of QAnon stuff, woven in there.
A lot of white saviorism.
White savior, like, and even stuff like that. I mean, I don't know. I don't pay attention to things of that sort, but sure, now that's what it's, it was made. But the biggest thing is like Jim Caviezel is, he's known to be a QAnon follower. Like, just, his
nut job. We can say it.
He's completely insane, believes a lot of wild shit that makes no sense to anyone but these QAnon people. So he's starring in it. It's based on another fucking nut job that was, that
tracks.
That was, this, cause this is based on a real person.
Yeah.
And it's just based around another. So I don't know. I have to watch it so that I can clearly like take a look at this stuff, and I'm not gonna pay for it. I'll fucking torrent that shit.
I was
whatever.
I would illegally download it 100%.
Yeah. But I want to see like what the whole shit is about. But people are picking it apart on one side, and the only defense that they have is that well, you're just they're trying to hide this. They're trying to make sure people don't see this. I don't know why, because it's an important message, but it's like, yeah, that is an important message. But what they're doing is actually, they're highlighting other things that have nothing to do with that. They're putting all out in the open under the umbrella of this, or under the mask of child trafficking, because they know that everyone could get behind, stopping child trafficking. The biggest thing is that the fact that they're, big conservatives and everything about the church, right? And the movie's about child trafficking, but no one is talking about the amount of children that are, hurt, molested, and whatever by the church. But, none of that ever comes into play.
Movie?
Where's that movie?
Doubt?
I don't know.
You ever watch Doubt with Philip Seymour Hoffman and I forget who else. It was about like, that sort of whole thing going on in the Catholic Church. Meryl Streep, I think. Philip Seymour Hoffman and Meryl Streep, like he was a priest. She was a nun.
I believe I've heard of it. I've just never seen it.
It was a wild ass movie, and obviously done very well. I mean, Philip Seymour Hoffman and Meryl Streep, you're not gonna go wrong and get a fucking shitty movie from them. So it was a fire ass movie, but like, it was different. Like there wasn't a lot of movies made about that. Like you don't really see that too often. So when one does come out, it's like, oh shit. This is serious here. Fuck.
No, I got to check that out. But yeah, it's still, there's just so many things that are out there that are catching everyone's attention.
Yeah.
And in those times, instead of feeding into it or arguing with people, you just got to be like, okay, well, what else is going on in the world that for some reason it's getting kind of swept under the rug, or it's out in the open. The information is there, but we're just not paying attention.
Yeah. Agreed.
But those are the really loud ones right now. All right. So something, let me see. Something that came across, I want to bring up a scenario here for you. So imagine this, right? You have Parkinson's disease, right? Shitty. Obviously, you want to do as much as you can to try to, take care of this, and have as less symptoms as possible.
You want to treat it as much as you can. Absolutely.
Exactly. So you come across or they prescribe you this drug, that's supposed to help you with this, right? You take the drug, and after that, and this one I think you would really connect with this personally, Dave. But after that, you have this insufferable desire to gamble and to have consistent gay sex, right? Like put yourself in danger almost all the time.
Yeah. Am I taking this right now? Is this a medicine that I've been taking? Because I feel like I have
probably
those symptoms are
probably
alarming.
So this happened back in 2012, but
damn.
This was a legit thing. A Frenchman was he claims, and he won after a 7-year battle. He won in court. He was paid 197,000 euros in damages because apparently he was taking a drug for Parkinson's, and while on this drug, he had he just developed this hunger for gambling on the internet and lost over 82,000 euros. He was selling off his family's, like his kids' toys and everything to try to feed this new addiction. And he also had an addiction to gay sex and risky sexual encounters.
Ooh.
Where he was just like on the internet looking for guys to just rail him.
Yeah.
And so he was railed multiple times, raped, all of that. And this was all because of this drug that increased his hypersexuality, gambling, and his excessive shopping.
Do we have any samples of this medicine that we could just try to see if this is legit, like prove these claims?
I'll do some research. We'll try to see if we can get you some, but I think it's in you
something.
Naturally, bro.
Ah, damn it.
Pun intended.
How much? He won 190 something thousand euros.
190, 7,000. That's not enough to be.
I mean, but like the fact that he won, that they gave him money, they're like, yeah, there's some validity to your claims there. Like, I'm wondering how this was proven. Did anybody else get any money? Because I'm sure there were other people taking this medicine. Like, were they also like that? That's the only thing I could think of. Where like, oh yeah, no, this is definitely. We need to give this dude some money.
I mean, it says here that in 2008, a court in Minneapolis awarded Gary Carbonnet $82 million in a lawsuit against the makers of Mirapex, which is Parkinson's medication. Mm-hmm. Pfizer and Boehringer Ingram. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce that, but both of those were the companies involved in this, and because it gave them sex and gambling addictions.
Wow.
So that's the closest that there was but where the gay sex came from, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know where this guy was.
Like once he stopped taking the medication, did the gay sex stop, or is he still having some gay sex? Like this is just like a carryover from the medicine, I'm guessing. Is that?
I'm sure he's admitted that the gay sex has stopped. He said it was torture.
Oh, okay.
It sounds terrible while he was doing it. It sounds terrible.
I'm not a fan, but
the other, that's just not our thing. That's why it sounds terrible.
Right.
But,
no, absolutely.
But
absolutely.
This other guy had sex and gambling addictions because of it, but it didn't say anything about it being like gay sex. And maybe he was hiding that part.
Oh, okay. He did keep out of the DL. I get it. I mean, I'm not going to just go announcing that shit everywhere, but damn.
Yeah, so
these French courts, man.
I guess what it came down to is the medication had something to do with dope, like it releasing dopamine as a reward signal for certain things. I don't know how that has to. I don't know how Parkinson's like exactly like how that works, but
yeah.
It probably triggered something like that where it controlled one thing that had to do with that, but made everything else go wild.
And this dude, he doesn't identify as a homosexual. Like he just like, man.
He had a wife. he has a wife and a kid. And somehow, like, after taking that, yeah.
Could you imagine that? Like, let's pretend like this is 100% legit.
That's why
you have a medical condition, and they're like, "Walk, we need you to start taking this medicine, dog, or your symptoms are gonna get worse. You're gonna be bad." And then you take this, and you wake up one day and you're like, "Yo,
I really need a cock."
This dude needs to get smashed real quick.
Yeah. I have no idea why. I've never had it before, but I have this insatiable hunger for dicks.
Right.
Fuck.
I wish Johnny was here to weigh in on this. Not that he likes dicks, just I'd like his opinion on it.
Yeah, sure.
Man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy that that's not going to be a sound clip because I'm going to be editing this. But.
You'll still make it a sound clip. Let's say I said we talk about this story a week from now. Let's say I'm in the Rock and I show up and I'm like, son, remember that medicine we were talking about? That French medicine that gets you gambling.
Where the fuck are you going with this, Dave?
And then I'm like, yo, you want to pop some? Just see if it fucks with us? Or are you gonna pop some and just see if it makes you want to bang dudes? What if it did? What if you took it and you're like, yo, son, you're looking fine as a motherfucker right now. I'm trying to get on some of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I highly doubt that. Okay.
I'm overconfident. I don't know. I thought maybe.
I'm thinking that it did strike up like these.
It loosens his inhibitions, but his inhibitions were still to fuck dudes. Like that's not. Yes, no,
that
absolutely.
had to be somewhere in his mind.
Yes,
that he wanted to fuck dudes.
100%.
And the medicine just said fuck it because gambling. What holds you back from that, right?
I'm sure there's a certain part of your brain.
What keeps you gambling?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Yeah, there's a certain part of your brain that just this medicine makes it say fuck it.
Yeah.
The shit that was holding him back this whole time from gay butt sex.
Yeah.
Lots of it. The medication just said, "Yep, you know what? Fuck it."
It cut that rope that was holding him back from fucking all those dudes. That's like, yo, snip, go get it, son. And he's like, oh shit, I'm about to fuck these. Yeah. That had to have been how it went. I'm sure of it.
We'll try to get you some, man. We'll get you on that. I'm sure it's on the black market.
I'd pop it. Let's just see. Let's test it. I'll see. I'll tell the French courts what's up. I'll be 100% honest. Okay.
We'll put you in a room with Rocco, and we'll give him the same.
It just can't be Brad Pitt.
Because
that's all. Because there's no. You need like a like a test case. There's no because he's gonna get smashed regardless, right? There's no maybe.
You need somebody ugly. That way know. Oh,
Rocco.
it was 100%.
Yeah, Rocco. Or put Rocco in there. If I'm trying to smash Rocco, this medicine got me fucked up.
You know it's the medicine.
Yep,
Yeah. But Brad
100%.
Pitt, you would have did that shit.
Could be either
with no
or.
medication.
Give me a bottle of Aquafina and Brad Pitt about to get it.
Oh man, this guy over here. I just thought that was
no, that's wild. That's
a crazy ass story.
That's crazy.
I heard it. I'm like, what the fuck is like what?
I remember seeing those and being like, yo, this is fucking wild.
Seeing what?
Just the articles about that medicine and like this dude claiming that it fucking made him have gay sex, bro. That's fucking.
No, that's.
Did you see LeBron James' son, 18-year-old Bronny James?
Yeah, I didn't look into that, but it popped up on.
I don't think they've released specifics about it, but he went into cardiac arrest. I don't know if it was at like a practice of some sort, if he was playing sports, but we talked about it in our chat. Like, there is no reason other than like outlying health conditions that an 18-year-old man should be going into cardiac arrest, bro. And I mean, he's not in ICU anymore. He's in stable condition is what I read. Yeah. So he's doing better, which is good. But that's wild, man.
Yeah. Again, I don't know why that would happen. It doesn't say. It says, while he was practicing.
He was okay. I figured it was some sort of sports practice or something.
It says medical staff was able to treat Bronny and take him to the hospital. He's now in stable condition.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what would happen. Like, cardiac arrest is what exactly?
It's a heart attack. When
I figured, it's a heart attack.
I want to say it is the cardiac arrest refers to when the heart suddenly stops beating and just isn't pumping blood anymore at that point.
It says, blood flow to the brain and other vital organs stops.
You're getting fucked up. So it could have been a blockage, something with his veins or artery, like a whole bunch of things that it could be. I mean, it has to be some sort of undiagnosed condition that they didn't know about, because that's, an 18-year-old kid should not be having a heart attack. Like, that's wild.
Yeah. I don't know what would bring something like that to the forefront.
Yeah, and we probably won't know.
And him being
a little bit. He's in good shape. Yeah, he's he's a world-class athlete, bro. My man is going to the NBA if everything's good, and he keeps able to do his thing. That's just, that's sad. I woke up, and it sucks sort of being on the West Coast, because a lot of shit I feel like pops off on the East Coast, and like a lot of times I'll wake up, and if something went down, like I'm hearing about it super, super late. It's not the biggest deal, but I feel like I'm behind everybody.
Yeah, and that's fine. No worries. Because we just we'll have that conversation with you once.
Right, I'm always late to it though. I wake up to like the group chat blowing up, and I'm like, fuck, I have to go through and read everything. It's a pain in my ass.
Yeah, there's not much information.
They haven't
18,
released
bro.
anything.
You gotta. I hope it wasn't anything that has to do with like since he's so young, and I hate to throw that out there because it's like just possibly it's not necessarily misinformation, but I just hope that
you don't want to speculate. I don't want
to speculate because but I just hope that it was a natural thing, because if it's a natural thing, then possibly they could get behind it and they can try to figure out like what caused it, why would something like this happen. The biggest question is like, would he be able to continue his career?
Right.
Which is probably no, depending on the gravity of it.
Right.
So.
Right. And I mean, he's supposed to be a world-class athlete like his dad. So that would be a devastating blow to the James family.
I mean, I think his dad's doing pretty all right.
I mean, no, money-wise, no, they're fine. But it's just like he loves basketball. Like he wants to play. He
does love basketball.
He wants to play in the NBA. LeBron said he wouldn't retire until he was able to play on a team with his son in the NBA. Mm-hmm. I read that earlier today. And that could have been, him.
No. I've heard him that he said that.
Like Ken Griffey and Ken Griffey Jr. Him and his dad played in, I don't know, it was probably a season that they overlapped where they both played for the Mariners, and that would be a special thing. So like I totally get it. I just I hope they're able to do that. So even though I'm not a LeBron fan, like I don't really care about basketball or LeBron. I think Jordan is still the GOAT, but you never want to see anything like that.
No, and what I was going to say is that, LeBron James did say that he 100% said that he wants to play with his son, and that he doesn't care whatever team his son is drafted to, bless you, whatever team his son is drafted to, he's going to transfer to that team. Yeah. And he's going to play, and then that's going to be like his last year or whatever. It. So that'll put a damper on that plan, but if it comes out that his son can't play basketball anymore, right? His dad is, considered one of the best basketball players, if not, arguably the best basketball player to ever play. So, I don't think he won't be able to play, but he'll definitely have a career in the NBA as far as like
coaching,
trainer, commentary, like anything. Where he's LeBron James' son, and his dad is a billionaire, so so he's gonna be able to set him up. But I wish him a lot of health. Hopefully, it wasn't anything that was,
too serious. I mean, obviously, cardiac arrest is always serious, but something that you can treat, like, something that get better.
Yeah.
I don't want it to damper his dreams and fuck up all that.
Yeah.
I don't.
And
That's
just
never
fully kill his career.
right. Exactly. Such a young
right.
kid.
Oh, let's see. Guys, don't you guys just love when Johnny's not around and we have to do news? So I apologize. At the
Johnny is the news guy. Yeah.
The way we are just not transitioning correctly is, I mean, we could be doing well. I don't know, but these aren't the topics that I would normally discuss. And
yeah.
This is why we are all critical in the things that we do, right?
We all have our strong.
Yeah,
suits.
we can jump into some Hollywood.
Aw.
Oh, what are we all in about?
I heard Johnny and I missed him. I heard him say Hollywood. I was like, aw.
Yeah, that's facts. Hopefully he'll be back next week.
Love that.
So one of the biggest things, I mean, Barbenheimer came out this weekend.
Barbenheimer, what's that?
It finally dropped right after all of the
speculation
people
and the
about
hype.
it and the speculation. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Seems like Barbie was not necessarily the winner because they were all the winner, but it was the bigger.
Barbie was the winner, son. We could say it. Barbie.
I mean,
shit.
it was the winner,
shit
but I don't
on
think
everything.
what I was saying is that they weren't exactly going against each other, right?
No, they weren't.
It was more of a thing like, hey, let's go watch both of these.
They both exceeded their expectations, so they were both winners. But when it comes down to it, you're looking at the numbers. Barbie fucking shitted.
Yeah. Barbie is now on its way to. I don't know if it's still on its way. They were projecting that it was going to beat out like Endgame or something.
Oh, yo.
As far as like opening weekend, I'm sure that could be looked up now, but let's see where it landed
I was going to say, yeah, where is it at? If Barbie beats out Endgame on a complete theatrical run.
Well, I mean, it definitely put it out. Or it's the biggest grossing movie to hit theaters since Endgame. Like after all of this stuff, like this is the biggest movie that has come out after the pandemic and everything that has made people actually go out to the theaters.
Yeah.
Let's see. The wrap. Oh, what did it make? It grossed more than combined, both movies grossed more than $511 million worldwide. $235.5 million domestic. And that was, let's see. It's not giving me a broken down list of numbers.
This is Greta Gerwig's Pulp Fiction, bro. She's going to be able to write her own fucking Hollywood ticket at this point.
Facts.
And good for her. She fucking killed it. And I have not seen Barbie yet. I've heard good things. Obviously, all the Rotten Tomatoes scores, the Metacritic scores. I mean, it's all phenomenal sounding.
Yeah, it's all good. It scored $162 million domestically for Barbie.
162 domestic. Do you remember what The Flash pulled in during its theatrical run?
Nothing,
was it like 50 million?
Nothing
something
like that.
It got
Nothing
shitted
like
on
that.
by Barbie.
Yeah. It surpassed Barbie surpassed 400 million globally
Already, and it's been
Oppenheimer
like a week.
did 200
Not
million.
even. Hasn't even been a week.
It's been a weekend. Yeah, you're
That's
right.
what I'm saying.
Thursday.
Like that's crazy. That's crazy.
I know. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
I will watch. I will end up watching Barbie. I don't think I'm going to make it to a theater for it. I'm dying to watch Oppenheimer.
Yes, I'm going to go on Thursday.
I really want to watch that.
Thursday, I'm going to go see Oppenheimer. My sister's in town, so we're going to...
Yeah.
I'm not going to drag Ash to that and make her sit there for 3 hours.
Yeah, if she's not, she's not going to enjoy that.
No, I know she's not. she would do it to please me because that's how amazing she is. But I would feel bad even asking her to do that. And I know she's going to go see Barbie with her girls this weekend. And probably my sister too. My sister can do it all apparently.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was fully ready to go see Barbie. It wouldn't be the end of the world.
I'm not
going to go out of my way to see it. Like, I'm not going to put up a stink about it. But
my girl mentioned that she wants to see it. She's not a theater person, like where she's like, oh, we gotta go.
Yeah.
But she thought it looked funny, and she mentioned like, oh, I want to see that.
Oh yeah, no, when it hits the.
So if she wants to do that, I'll definitely go. Once I'm just saying, like, if she wants to go to the theater, I'm down to do a movie night,
the dollar
a
theater
date night, and go. I mean, I'm not as crazy about No, I refuse to watch it. It's an attack on.
Yeah, no, you're not
men.
Ben Shapiro. We totally know that you're not a dickhole like that.
So yeah, I'll watch it. I'll sit through it. Hopefully it is better than what I'm assuming it is. But with the musicals and shit, it's just very meta. It's making fun of itself, and so I think it'd probably be funny. And like you said, right, it would be one thing if everyone went there this past weekend and then came out of there and was like, oh, this movie was shitty. Like, I can't believe that I went and saw that. But all the reviews are saying that it's good. So I'm like, all right.
Yeah. We don't live or die by reviews, but they're a good, they're a good temperature reading. Like, is it, is this going to be decent? We'll see. But it sounds like by
reviews, I just mean like the consensus of like just the people going to watch it. Mm-hmm. Well, both reviews and the critics are saying, or the people are saying that it's good. So I'm sure it is. Oppenheimer, for sure. I'm hearing nothing but great things too.
Same.
Danny went and saw it. He told me he told me that he loves it. He was like, it's very long. But man, Chris Nolan directed the shit out of that thing.
Damn. Can't wait.
Right.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I'm super pumped.
I'm super pumped too. I'm gonna probably talk to my girl about it tonight and see if she's down to do something maybe tomorrow night or something.
There you go.
We'll see.
There you go.
Yeah, if she ain't got to work tomorrow, I'm gonna find a babysitter. We'll go watch it.
There you go.
I watch both if she wants to do that, which I know she probably
do a little
does
Barbenheimer?
not.
That's a good 6
I'll do
hours at
Barbenheimer.
the theater.
Yeah, that's why I don't think that's going to happen. But
that's not the route I would take, the Barbenheimer route. Although I respect it. Not going to do it.
Yeah, I respect it. I mean, I just, you know me, bro. Like, I know you are not a big fan of, you're not a big fan of going to the movies. You'd rather watch it at home, smoke your herb, crush your dinner while watching it. Do this whole home thing. There's a nostalgia for me in going to a movie theater and watching the movies there, and crushing some popcorn and just there's a good feeling there. My kids love to do it, so I like to. I mean, I'll go by myself.
That's the thing. There is still a nostalgia for me to the theater. I remember being a kid and, it was a special thing when I got to go to the theater, if I got snacks there. Like, I have very fond memories of watching a lot of old Men in Black. Dante's Peak in particular are two that I remember my trip to Tinseltown to watch those movies. I remember, being with my dad. I remember getting Milk Duds. I remember coming out of the theater after Men in Black and it was thunderstorm. Like, I'm very nostalgic for the theater. I had very good times there as a child. Just as I got older, I feel like I enjoyed it less and less as I had less and less patience for people's bullshit in the movie theater. Yeah. Pretty much. As I got older, that
got
magic,
more introverted.
That magic went away and sort of realization set in. Like, yeah, these are fucking smelly, scummy people that don't give a fuck about your movie experience. So don't put too much stock into this. But yes, when I was a kid, it was absolutely magical to go to a theater. Like, there was nothing like that on our shitty TV at home. Like, it was the shit. But that magic, as I got older, faded really quick.
But, I would have agreed with you up until the point where we got the stadium seating with the recliners and everything.
Yeah.
Like the recliners are dope, but the stadium seating made all the difference.
The
for me.
pre-ordering your seat is what changed the theater game for me.
That too.
That
too.
anxiety, because I'm an anxious dude. That
I gotta
anxiety
get there.
of
I gotta
going
get there.
to
I need the
go into the theater. Am I gonna get a seat? Where are we gonna sit? It's a busy fucking Friday. Like knowing that no matter what, no matter how packed that theater is, no matter how many cars are in that parking lot, like I know that I'm going to get to my seat and ain't nobody going to be there. That goes a long fucking way for me. Without that, I'll be honest, I probably wouldn't see shit in the theater. I would wait for it to come out, bro. That was the game changer for me. I love the stadium seating. I love, having my space, but to be able to pick your seat ahead of time, I was shocked that was a thing. And that's the only reason, honestly, that I still continue to go to the movie theater.
Well, it's that, and I can only pay attention, or I can only see the people to the side of me. Mm-hmm. That's it. Right. Unless they're being like ridiculously loud, which I've experienced that, and that shit sucks.
Sure.
But
that's few.
Other than that, I don't see anyone behind me. I don't see anyone in front of me, and that makes all the difference in the world too.
Yep.
I like that whole feeling now. Have you ever gone to the theater and somebody was sitting in your seat?
No.
I have.
There was just a brawl. I saw a video. There was a Barbie brawl. Somebody was assaulted. Like an old man was sitting and there was a whole fight about it, like at Barbie. But I've never had that happen. But that would. I mean, I would I'd be calm. I'd pull out my ticket and be like, "Hey, this is my seat that you're sitting in right here," and I would show them. And if all was good, they moved. No, no worries. But yeah, once they showed up popping shit.
I showed up to the theater, and when I watch a movie with my kids, I actually sit up closer, just in case I gotta like duck out with the little one or something.
Sure.
And, just makes it easier.
Pain in the ass, yeah.
Right. So we always sit like closer to the stairs and closer, to the screen. Can't do the front, but like maybe a couple rows back.
Yeah.
And there was a young couple sitting in our seats, and I'm looking, and then I'm like, "Oh, you're in our seats, bro." And they kind of looked at me like they probably wanted to talk shit or something, and kind of gave me an attitude too as they were packing up their shit and like moving up. And I'm just like, just waiting for us. Like, I have my kids here, bro. Like, I know that you're young, but please do.
I'm going to give you a second to come to your senses and get the fuck out of my seat. Yeah,
just don't say shit. And I think he possibly might have said something under his breath. But I'm with my kids. I'm not gonna physically. What the fuck you just said?
Yeah.
But yeah, so people get annoyed even though they're probably skipping in and sneaking into the movie and whatnot.
Sure. Go steal some other
seats.
Get the fuck out of mine. I paid for mine.
Pretty much. Move the fuck over and then let the other people tell you to get the fuck out of there.
What if they gave you a problem though? Let's hypothetically, you're with your kids and they start giving you some shit. You doing anything or what are you doing?
I mean, I'm arguing to a point.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to get to the point where it's just like, bro, it's like, I don't have time for this. So I would probably have to be that person to go get somebody and tell these motherfuckers to get the fuck out of my seat.
I thought you were like,
seat,
I'm
bro.
going to start swinging at a certain point.
I can't start swinging when I have my kids with me.
No
bro.
kids,
so
though?
Like,
no kids?
Huh?
You and your lady.
No kids,
you and your
yeah,
lady. Someone's in your spot, popping shit. They're not trying to give you your seat. What's up?
Yeah, I'm talking shit. It's like, bro, just get the fuck up. Especially like if it's an empty theater and I'm at the point where people are just not, then I really don't know, because I don't want somebody coming up to me and saying, yo, you're in my seat.
Yeah,
either.
No,
you know what I mean.
But we're respectable human beings. We wouldn't even be in someone else's seat. I'm
gonna talk shit and I'm gonna be like, bro, you need to. I'll be nice at first, and if he starts popping shit, saying something under his breath is like you can say everything you want, just go. Get the fuck out of my way.
When's the last time you were in a physical altercation?
I didn't get into a full-on fight, but I argued a bunch of times And that's
your girl don't count.
Never. No. I don't know my girl. Most of the time was me being out, like drinking.
Okay. So you were starting the shit. You were popping the shit, being unreasonable?
Yeah, I started popping shit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. A couple times that I can remember. Yeah.
I can't imagine a confrontation.
Over dumb shit.
That's not the Juac I know.
Yeah. No, and it was over dumb shit that never it was just an annoying thing.
Yeah.
Someone else was being a jackass, and shot a drink down that was like kind of close to me.
Yeah.
So then I started talking shit.
Scuffed your Timbs.
I was drunk. It was when I had just lost weight, so like the alcohol, my alcohol tolerance changed.
Yeah.
And then I got into a thing where I was like pushing the dude, and he probably would have beat the fuck out of me because he looked like the way I remember it. He was like, first of all, I just lost all this weight, right? So I have no so I'm not, and I just started the gym, so I had like no muscle mass on me or anything. So it's like, I remember him being like at least like 6'5" and like this stocky dude, right?
That's big.
Yeah, and he was just egging it on, but he was just like, he knew he didn't want to get into an altercation.
You can tell. You can tell
he could have easily.
They don't want it.
And I kept pushing it, and then that was. Oh, matter of fact, that was the "You're not a ninja no more, dog."
Oh
story
shit!
I told a long time ago. That was that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn. For those of you who haven't been that far, listening for that long, I told the story a couple years ago where I was out, all of the things that I just laid out, but what I left out was the fact that I was wearing a Party City
Scorpion
Sub-Zero
Sub-Zero
costume.
I know.
Right? And the dude, I was talking shit, I was pushing him, and it's one of those ones that it's like a onesie like bodysuit,
it's the
with the foam blue vest part, and that was the one thing he did is he ripped that part off, and now I'm just a dude in a black onesie.
It's like, you're not
and then he did that, and that's where I just kind of stopped, and then there was two black dudes standing against the wall, and the dude was like, "Yo, you're not a ninja no more, dog." And all I did was just turned around and I walked away.
No, you right. I'm not. I'm out.
I was like, nah, you're right. He just tore off all my powers.
I'm gonna go circle up with the Lin Kuei though, and we're gonna see what's up. We're gonna see what's popping once I come back.
Yeah, once I come back, you better not.
I have my boys here. Yeah, that's right.
Go buy a new costume. Give me back my powers.
I'm Reptile now.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck was wrong with me that night. The liquor, son. And then another time, some dudes we were in line to grab some food, and it was late at night. It was like 3 a.m. We're like in a line for pizza or some shit. Dude started talking shit, and I just got I got annoyed as fuck, and I started yelling at the dude like I was ready to throw down. But he was. I think I was just being a bully. He was just.
It's
younger.
hard for me to imagine that, honestly.
I know.
I can't.
Not a lot of things.
I believe it, but I still can't. I can't wrap my head around. I try not to argue with people, and I guess but I can get annoyed very easily with people. I just won't lash out and show that. Yeah.
But once alcohol gets to a certain point.
Sure.
And my frustration gets to a certain point, then I start to get vocal. It doesn't happen often, but it happens.
Yeah. Well, when you're my size, you don't usually push people or try to press anybody. Even when alcohol's involved, like no matter how drunk I am, I still know, bro. You're 5'7". You're $145. You're not,
son.
You're not about to fight anybody in this bitch, no matter how much Henny I've drank. It's just that's not how my brain works, dog.
That's your problem, dog. If you were drinking Henny, you would probably be down to fight whoever.
And that's bad because it probably wouldn't end well.
I grew up with a lot of my boys that are on the shorter side, son. Probably even shorter than you. And generally, they were the ones starting shit.
Yeah, no, I didn't have. I never had the Napoleon complex. That was never. I know my role, and honestly, I'm just not a confrontation. I will go out of my way to avoid confrontation, even with alcohol, hallucinogens. I still know, bro, you don't want to fight. Like that's not who you are. That's not in you. So just be cool. Say something funny. They'll laugh. You'll all be friends. It's all good.
I'm at the point in my life where it's, my patience has run thin.
Oh, I'm there.
So,
I have no patience. I'm very impatient.
I have no
man.
patience. I get annoyed with people. One day it might lead me to get into an altercation with somebody. I try not to get to that. I try not to get to that point just because I know that it's, nowadays especially, people don't really want to fight, and you never really know.
You never know who's got a pistol on them, who's gonna.
Yeah, so it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't even know what led us down this.
I don't know. I don't either. I really, I don't know where that came from, but it's been good. It's been good.
Let me know how have you been feeling about Secret Invasion, bro? Because how many episodes have dropped?
4, 5? I want to say 5, maybe.
Right. I mean, if it's
no, 7. Because with the season finale coming up, this is an 8 episode series.
No, I thought it was 6,
isn't it? Oh, okay. So then 5 dropped.
6.
So 6 is the finale that's coming up.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, so tomorrow, because we're recording on a Tuesday, so tomorrow the finale will drop. Damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
I've been enjoying it.
I've been enjoying it more with every episode that happens. Like, cause like when I first saw the, I was like, okay, this is tight. I can fuck with it.
We said it. Cool. We said it. The first episode was kind of like I could see where, like, I'm liking it. Nothing crazy has happened on that first episode, but I like where it's kind of headed.
Yes.
And I've been excited with every episode. I love
the reveals, the espionage aspect of it. That sort of that really, like, it's like a comic book Tom Clancy story that they're telling us is sort of what it feels like with the spy shit, and you don't know who's a Skrull, and like they're giving you a reveal, a little bit more. They're letting you peek behind the curtain every week, and I feel like that's why, at least in my opinion, it's been getting better and growing on me, and I'm super excited for this finale. And I mean, the last few episodes you had, Fury and his wife, we had their scene where I just thought it was very well acted, and it's not relying. It's one of those Marvel shows that's not relying on CGI and special effects. It's just a very nitty gritty, almost like a Cold War espionage. Like I know you didn't watch The Americans. Johnny didn't either, but just that sort of, that spy genre, which I really fuck with in movies. Now you take that and you add it with like that comic aspect of it, and it's still MCU related. It's still canon. I've like I said, I've been loving it more and more every week, and I feel like it's been very well acted. And the dude that plays Gravik he's grown on me too, because I did not like that dude at first, and then
first episode was like
obviously his character is a huge asshole, but like his acting chops, man, the dude's got chops. We saw him; he's playing Marley in the Marley biopic that's coming out, and he was just a Ken in the Barbie movie that we were talking about. Like, the dude has crazy range apparently. So I've been very very pleased with with the series so far, and sort of in perspective with the other Marvel series that that we've seen. I feel like it's better than Falcon and Winter Soldier. I feel like it's better than She-Hulk. I like it better than Miss Marvel.
Of course.
I feel like it's up there with.
I feel
Wanda.
like this one has the biggest implications for like the movies, what it's all leading up to. For sure, this has the biggest implications.
Oh yeah.
The biggest changes. I can't wait to see. To find out who were Skrulls, because now even it's dope because people are going back and trying to think of certain things in certain movies when it's like, oh, could he have been a Skrull at this point?
Right.
And after finding out who has been a Skrull, So
many
people are like
questions.
starting to go back.
Yeah.
And it's I like what's going on. I like where it's headed. I like we know that they're Disney has obviously now even more so because of the strikes and whatnot, but Disney put a halt on a lot of the stuff that is being worked on, and they're fine-tuning things when it comes to Marvel and Star Wars and all that. I think it's going to be good for it. I was listening to something that was saying that Marvel in general, I think, started declining a little bit when the TV shows started happening, because it just took away from the movies. It took away from a lot of stuff, and I think we've said that before.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm gonna agree with that. I think they need to just give us some quality stuff like Secret Invasion.
Concise.
Think it out carefully. How does this not just introductory stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Give us, some introductory stuff. We don't need to know every single character. Now, they could, a lot of the characters, or a few of the characters that they gave shows, they could have been Black Widowed in. Like, it's just a part of another story.
Yeah.
Bring them, bring a couple of these characters in that way, and they don't need a full-on fucking show or movie to just shoehorn them in. We don't need to go through series of that.
Like Black Widow. I would have much rather had a Black Widow show than a She-Hulk show. And I mean,
because that would have been an
She-Hulk.
espionage type shit.
Yeah, for sure. And I guess, that's just sort of my preference. I love that espionage spy shit. Like, that's my genre, Jack Ryan and all that shit. But yeah, I feel like that would have, and as much as I did enjoy She-Hulk, I didn't hate it by any means, but like, yeah, I see what you're saying. Disney could have saved a little money there too, honestly. And sort of like you said, shoehorned her. And I know I don't want to put negative connotations on shoehorn, but sometimes some characters deserve to be shoehorned in. Like, they're just not as interesting as they would hope. And hopefully now that they're sort of, consolidating is what it seems like. Now that, Iger's kind of running the show again, it sounds like he wants that quality back.
Yeah. And I hope they are able to bring that shit back.
Fuck yeah.
Cause I mean, I'm still enjoying the content that's coming out. Not everything is a hit. Everything is kind of getting confusing.
A little bit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and that's really where people are getting lost. It's like, where I keep bringing it up, but where the hell are everybody? Where's Shang-Chi? Where is that connection to the West Coast Avengers?
Yeah.
And, like, where is all that coming in? So it's so damn tough to say. But I was listening to something where they mentioned what would have been dope, and I thought about it. I was like, damn, that would have been really dope. Where it, like the story arcs came together after 10 years, and we saw Endgame and maybe one other thing from Endgame. And once that phase was done, completely stop the story arcs and start developing a new one from scratch, like that have nothing to do with, like, even if I can't remember when Fox came in, when that merger came in, but if they would have just like taken a small hiatus and then came in with something like the X-Men and then started off another 10 years of connections.
Yeah.
And just kind of started fresh.
Yeah.
Where they don't kind of merge, and maybe at some point this can merge with this,
Then
and
they
then
bring them
and
back.
Then have,
oh shit.
Yeah. Like, but it's just like it didn't have to. Everything didn't have to be a continuation of the past 10 years that we saw, because that's where a lot of the comparisons came. And once it got, how the fuck can you do any better, or how can you top Endgame?
It's tough. They still
it's a
can't.
tough,
like, they're still in the theater. Like they can't.
Well, I don't think that they're trying to top Endgame, because that was the culmination of what was going on, right? I think we talked about it before, where They're missing like a Russo brothers, because Russo brothers, once they stepped in and they came in with Captain America and the Winter Soldier, Civil War, like,
Avengers,
and then they were the ones.
They do Avengers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Russo brothers did
Was
the
it
first Avengers.
First Avengers?
Yeah,
I thought it was
you're
all,
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the Avengers
Yeah,
are
yeah.
Russo brothers movies.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm saying once they were involved, and that's where you saw like the progression of that certain style, and that was the one that was keeping it all together, and they were the ones to really bring it in.
Right.
I think we're lacking a director, or group of directors to come together, like to give us a project that we really like. The last one we had was Gunn.
Yeah.
And he's obviously moved on.
Sure has.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that they can find that director that they, or directors that come together and give us something to that extent, something that we can really grasp on. Mm-hmm. And it could be Spider-Man, because the next trilogy is going to be something completely different,
right?
From what I understand.
Yeah.
But this leads me in also to another rumor that has been circling a little bit. So Thomas Hayden Church, he's been doing his rounds promoting, I forgot what movie he's promoting. But he made a comment, when asked if he would revisit like a Spider-Man or something like that. And he came out and he said that, I've heard some rumors that Sam Raimi was going to do another Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire, and if that happens, I would probably campaign to maybe at least do a cameo. So, would you? I think that's an interesting idea. It doesn't surprise me, because Sam Raimi working with, on another Spider-Man movie, which is under Sony,
right?
The only thing that makes me scared of it is Sony's involvement, because Sony just keeps putting out trash in the name of Spider-Man.
Yep.
And it's not exactly MCU. However, if they branch out and they do that older Spider-Man, kind of like Peter B. Parker from Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse.
Yep.
If they did that Spider-Man where he's older, and we kind of see him going through all that stuff as an older version of Spider-Man. It's a little bit darker. It's I'd be totally into that.
Fuck yeah, absolutely.
Now, do you think they can pull that shit off? I don't know.
That's the question.
Yeah, Sam Raimi. I enjoyed Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely
enjoyed it. And obviously I like the original Spider-Man movies. Minus 3 was the iffy one.
Sure.
But I enjoyed it. I remember at the time.
Yeah, absolutely. At the time, bro, like, because we didn't.
That's all we had.
Yeah, exactly. It's
all
like
we had.
You this or you fuck off, and we're I'll take Spider-Man. Sure, Spider-Man's the shit. Like, give us that. Absolutely.
I welcome it though. I think it would be an interesting, if done right, it would be, let's do it a little bit darker. See where his life is now.
Yeah.
With Mary Jane and, like where they're at. Maybe, he's gone, maybe a little bit prior to, No Way Home.
Yeah.
So we can see a little bit of the darker Spider-Man and when he's going through the tough times.
I want to see more of the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. Didn't he?
I honestly think that they're going to capitalize on both of those.
I feel like they should, man. Like I miss them now that we just saw them too. Like I would be all about that.
That was a rumor too.
Yeah,
it hasn't been confirmed.
Right.
Thomas Hayden Church didn't confirm anything, but he's just speaking on speculations too. But that has been a rumor too, that he may pop up somewhere. Andrew Garfield may pop up somewhere, and we may get an amazing Spider-Man too to continue that story. Everybody fucks with that. Seeing him in that last movie really, and again, they need to just go a little bit darker with it because his story, I want to say his was a little bit darker.
Yeah,
so.
he killed somebody or something.
Yeah, Gwen Stacy.
Yeah,
she was his Uncle Ben.
I would fuck with that. And Andrew Garfield, he's just seems like a cool dude. I fuck with his acting and shit. He seems chill. Give my man a shot.
You haven't seen Across the Spider-Verse, too, right?
No, I have not.
No. Oh man, you gotta watch that.
How are all these movies like? Everything else seems to go digital after like 2 weeks in the theater, but that one not yet.
It's because it's fucking.
Fuck.
It's because it's fucking.
Yeah,
man.
no, they're still banking. Fucking banking and shit.
Let me see.
I gotta piss. Can we take a break?
Yeah, go for it.
I'll be right back.
All right, we're back. So, August 8th, the Across the Spider-Verse drops on streaming, like available for purchase on streaming.
Nice. That means it hits the plexes.
You know it.
Shit.
It's definitely worth the watch.
Oh, I'm 100% gonna watch it.
Yeah, and it connects a lot of things. So
I've heard really good things.
Multiverses. Oh, it's great. It's freaking like really great.
Yeah.
And I cannot wait for part 2 of it. It was originally scheduled for March of 2024, but I've since heard that is being pushed back. Why? Not sure, but
strikes?
this is just what I've heard.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily the strikes, because technically, if it was releasing next year, it's written, it's anime. You know what I mean? Like it's just animations and stuff. So
yeah.
So I don't think it was because of the strikes. I mean, who knows? But I heard it was pushed back a little bit. So, but last I heard, it was originally for March of 2024. So we'll probably look for a summer release, maybe about that.
Yeah, if we're being hopeful.
Yeah. Definitely watch that though. I can't wait to hear what y'all think about that movie.
I can't wait, bro. As soon as that drops, I'm gonna
animation is fire.
Yeah.
Crazy animation. At some points it seems like it's too much, but if you really like pay attention to every little bit of detail, like there was some foreshadowing on some stuff from the first movie that no one picked up on, because obviously
the first movie, I haven't seen it in a minute. I think I only saw it once or twice. I never went too hard on the first one.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't revisit anything except for some characters. You know, some characters pop back up, but it's just the art of it. It's like the last one was dope. This one just like increased it. Like they said, I forgot how many like hours it took.
Yeah,
for
animation and shit.
Yeah, just animation. It was something ridiculous, but I can't tell people to watch it enough.
Yeah, the first one was almost like psychedelic, like just trippy.
This one
times.
Even more so. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's why I'm super pumped, because like I know the vibe that they kick off, and I know that this probably bumped it up 5 notches, and it's gonna just be fire.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's one of the better movies. I mean, we said that about the first one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was dope as fuck. Let's see. Flash still bombed.
Oof, yeah.
The Exorcist Believers dropped the trailer. Did you get a chance to watch that?
No. Is that like a prequel or like a sequel or what?
Yeah, it looks like it's a prequel.
Ooh, a prequel to The Exorcist. Okay.
I believe so. It's another child.
Did you watch the original Exorcist?
I remember being young when I saw that.
Yeah. Same.
It's one of the movies.
I remember watching it in pieces as a kid. Like as an adult, through like a full adult lens, I don't think I've ever sat down and watched The Exorcist from beginning to end.
Yeah, nothing that I would probably still watch to this day.
Right.
From beginning to end. You know what I mean? No, thanks. Oh, I hate YouTube. Sign in. It's like, no, I don't want to. I just want to watch a fucking trailer.
I'm good.
All right. You can see that, right?
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Let's do it.
Good day. Hey, be home by dinner.
Can you hear it?
Good morning, Mr. P.
Okay.
Morning, Catherine.
And here are your daughters, Angela and Catherine. It's about 7 hours ago, and that's the last information we have.
Catherine!
Angela?
If you can hear this, we love you. Please come home.
Hey, you found her? What are you and Catherine doing out there in those woods?
You were just walking and walking. That's all I remember.
Angela, can you tell your dad how long you were gone?
A few hours.
Baby, you've been gone 3 days.
Oh, shit.
What'd you say?
I didn't say nothing.
Thought I heard you say something.
Hey, baby. You okay?
Nah, son.
Wherever those girls went, they brought something back with them.
The body and the blood of Jesus Christ.
Oh, hell no.
Body in the blood? Body in the blood?
Catherine,
Body in the blood. The body in the blood. The body in the blood.
Catherine!
The body in the blood. The body in the blood.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Mommy?
No, but there are people out there who have.
That's what's her face?
Yeah.
You have some experience.
Aunt Lydia.
Yes.
Yeah. Aunt Lydia.
I believe you can help get our girls back.
2 of them.
Exorcism is a ritual. Every culture, every religion, they all use different methods. It's going to take all of them.
Don't be scared,
We've met before.
Mother.
What did you do?
Is that Catherine's heartbeat?
They're beating in sync.
God played a trick on you.
Shit is freaky, son.
Yeah, that shit was mad freaky. That was, I mean, as far as modern day horror movies go, that looked legit scary, which is not often the case these days.
Right.
Yeah, no, that was intriguing. I'm not going to the theater, but if that shit were to drop somewhere, I'm peep the fuck out of it. That looked tight. Honestly.
I'm more inclined to watch. I'm more inclined to watch scary movies in a theater than in my own house.
No, I'm not paying for scare because they're never really that scary. I don't feel like it's worth it. I'm not getting my money's worth.
Yeah, I think if anything, it's more scary in a theater.
Really?
Yeah, I would say so.
No, I think it's
because of
more
the
scary in your
sound
crib.
and.
Because once that movie's over, you could go up to bed in your fucking bathroom and just fucking get knifed up there by some scary son. Like you're by yourself. You're very secluded. You're with your own thoughts. You're not in public. You have no sense of feeling safe in numbers. Like I feel you're more vulnerable in your house.
I guess, yeah.
I don't know. That's just me. That's just, I'm fucked up dude.
Yeah.
But that looked tight. I was impressed by that. That's not what I was expecting.
Yeah, I heard it was crazy, so I had to watch it. It looks good.
It does. It looks eerie. I like that kind of horror, that psychological horror.
I can't really watch those things in my house anyway because my girl, she's not down with watching that. So I'd have to, and then obviously the kids, I can't watch it around the kids. So
Right.
it would have to be like a Dolo
Walk by
movie night.
himself,
And I'm so,
and
and I'm
he's
too
not
much
trying
of
to
a
get
bitch
down
to
like
do
that.
that. Nah, son.
That's too scary to watch by yourself. Yeah. Even if your girl's there watching with you, you feel better because someone else is there. Like, she's not going to do shit if shit popped off, but you just feel a little bit better knowing that someone else is there.
And on the scary parts, you can, play it off, like look away, look at them for their reaction.
Right. Oh, you
but
scared?
you're really just trying to avoid watching the.
Right.
You're trying to avoid watching the screen.
Pull out your phone.
Just like,
I got an email real quick. I'm going to just check this. I'm not scared.
Yeah, no, I'm such a bitch. Such a bitch when it comes to scary movies like that.
Word.
I know some people who won't watch those things in their house because they're scared it will bring unwanted things to their house.
I mean, it's kind of valid. I understand the logic there.
Yeah, that like because they scream like a lot of shit and they try to be like as legit as possible, so they're screaming a lot of shit, and that's obviously being heard in your house, and it sounds like a dope movie plot, right?
It does. You should write that shit.
If only I was good at that.
I gave you Final Draft 11. I know you got the software.
Oh yeah, that's right. How long ago was that?
We
That
both
was a
have
while
been
ago.
sitting on the software and not done shit with it. Yeah, I
Not
love
a
that.
damn thing.
I love that.
I'm looking forward to Ninja Turtles. My daughter, man, she's been hounding me to watch the Ninja Turtles.
What does she say? How does she say it? What is she?
I mean, she's 3, so she keeps saying
Right.
like we got her a bunch of stuff. She's a big Ninja Turtle fan to begin with, and she's a big fan of the animated ones, and
the OG movies, right? Weren't you showing them?
Yeah, in the OG movies, yes. Yep. She was a big fan of the OG movies, and a big fan of the OG cartoon too. I bought it for her on Apple TV.
Nice.
Because it was mad cheap. It was like $5 or something for the season.
Damn. I'm gonna cop that.
So I copped it for her, and she watches it pretty often. But she's obviously like all the Ninja Turtle stuff that's out there now is the new movie. And we've already seen the trailer multiple times because we've gone to the movie theaters, and every time they're playing this trailer. And she's just like, oh, the Ninja Turtles. She said, Ninja Turtles.
Aw, that's adorable.
And she wore her Ninja Turtle, her OG Ninja Turtle shirt the other day.
That's what's up.
So she's been getting really hyped on this, and she's like, she had like these new walkie-talkies she bought. She pointed at, she's like, Daddy, I want to watch this on my TV. I was like, oh, that one hasn't come out yet, baby. She's like, yeah, but I want to watch it on my TV. And I had to just come back to, okay, we can watch it whenever it comes out. I promise you, we will watch it on our TV. She's like, okay. So we're gonna plan a movie, family movie thing for her.
She won't forget that shit either.
That. No, she won't.
Little kids do not forget shit.
Nope. She remembers all kind of shit.
Mm-hmm. Wild shit. Wait till she gets
She's
older.
at that
She's gonna
age.
remember shit that you don't even remember her remembering.
That's the name of the game, man. That's what Xander does all the time. Remember you did this? I'm like, nope. No, I don't.
Nope.
Don't remember that.
No idea.
Let's see. Hate to jump back into the MCU, but I did see something a little while. I mean, I've been trying, there's always something new coming out.
We really haven't, aside from the Doctor Strange question.
Yeah, we haven't really been jumping into the MCU lately in our episodes.
Nothing to jump into. Really.
Yeah, there hasn't been much. But one of the good things that I did hear, because I was wondering when they announced this show, is like, what the fuck is it going to be about? And like, why would I give a fuck, right? Is the Agatha Harkness show.
Yep.
But they said, I believe, what was her name again? I forget her name.
Catherine Hahn.
Yeah. She came out and she said that this is pretty much going to be like season 2 of WandaVision.
Okay.
So I can fuck with that.
With Aubrey Plaza, right? Isn't Aubrey Plaza?
I think she is attached. Yeah.
I love Aubrey Plaza.
I love Aubrey Plaza.
Whoa.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you want to fight, we can do that.
I'm sitting in your seat in theater, cub. What's up? What you gonna do? Nothing? Oh, you got your kids with you? All right, go find another seat.
Yeah, go find another seat. But like, get your little 5'4" ass out of my damn seat before I take you up.
That's why I don't beef with nobody.
Don't be taking no inches off of me, son.
5'7", kid.
5'7". Damn, they added quite a few people to this.
What do we got?
No, it's a lot of a few people that are just coming back.
Is Vision in there? Is Paul Bettany listed in there?
I don't see Paul Bettany in there, no. But yeah, Aubrey Plaza is definitely attached. I don't even see, what's her name?
Wanda?
Yeah, I don't see her in there and under the cast.
That's weird.
That's weird. I don't know. But to me, I'm like, I don't know.
You don't want Wanda?
I'm not a believer on that we need like all of these shows. So I'm happy that they're revisiting that because it's way too much. Way too much content.
Right.
Bro, I don't really have anything else. You got anything else to add? Anything you want to talk about?
Fucking with anything over the last week or so?
I haven't really been fucking with anything out of the ordinary. Yeah, honestly. I just picked up the graphic novel for The Last Ronin.
Ooh, yeah.
I definitely want to read that. Yeah. Yep. Where all of the turtles have died and there's only one surviving turtle.
One left. Did you start reading it yet or fucking with it?
No, not yet.
But you have it?
Yeah. I finally got it. So
nice.
I have it in hand and it's actually pretty dope.
Oh, you have it here? You're going to show it? Nice.
I have it in.
Oh shit!
Yeah, they're like the full thing because that's what I was waiting for because I'm not a comic book collector.
Yeah. No, I get you. I have a bunch of Punisher ones like that where it's like a culmination of Punisher comics that they put into the.
Well, graphic novels when they release a graphic novel is pretty much a specific comic book run, and they just put them all in a hardcover. Sleeve so that the whole story is in there. Like when I first heard about Civil War, I was late on it, but obviously it was a run. The actual Civil War series was all in that graphic novel, which reminds me, I'm like, fuck, I have graphic novels somewhere, and I have no idea where they are. And
what did that run
probably
you?
Like
how much was that for the
this was
hardcover?
This says $30, but I don't think it was that much. It was maybe $20.
That's reasonable.
Yeah, 20, 25 maybe at the most.
Yeah.
But this is, you know me, I'll read it and I'll throw it on the thing there. That's what made me think about it. I'm like, oh shit, I still have other graphic novels that from years ago that's probably in storage at my mom's crib or some shit.
I'd like to reread Sin City. Like those graphic novels and
see, I had the Watchmen.
Oh, Watchmen, yeah, that's another good.
I had
one.
the Watchmen graphic novel.
Did you see they're releasing, and this is I think came out from San Diego Comic-Con. They're releasing an animated Watchmen next year, like the original story that we saw in the Watchmen movie is going to be animated. Like I feel like that's gonna fuck, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope. It was that one, and there was one other one that was there. I know that they did announce a Blade comic book that has to do with I want to say the show, but I don't know. There was another one too that was announced at that same time, and I can't remember if it was that one or not. But I'm down for anything Watchmen.
Same. Yeah, I fucked with that HBO series. That was my...
I didn't know it was the original story, though. I thought it was like a continuation. The animation.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it was like the original. Yeah, you can double check me. But while you're doing that, I've been fucking with it. I talked about Yellowstone a lot when I started watching it. I know you watched it. I finally had a little bit of time to go back and catch the prequels, 1883 and 1923. And honestly, I didn't expect much from them. Like, I thought they were almost like filler shows. Like, you know, we have filler episodes in a show. Like, it felt like this was just filler content until Yellowstone dropped. Because, you know, there's been a lot of drama with Kevin Costner and how that's going to play out. But, man, these series, dude, they were legit series that could 100% stand on their own. Without Yellowstone, without any of that preconceived knowledge that we had of the Dutton Ranch and Yellowstone and all that. Like, they just the shows themselves were so well made, and it's because it's the same writer, the same dude that wrote Yellowstone, wrote 1883, wrote 1923. You know, you had your Helen Mirrens, your fucking Harrison Fords, like the actors were there. They each brought it. Everything was believable. So if, you know, any of the listeners that were fucking with Yellowstone and haven't gone back and caught 1883 or 1923, do it, because you will not regret it. It gives you more context even to, you know, what you already know about Yellowstone. It's just the way they did it. Taylor Sheridan is the writer. He wrote Sons of Anarchy, if you ever watched Sons of Anarchy, and I'm pretty sure the Mayans show was probably him as well. Might not have been, though, but he just fantastic, just really, really great and worth the watch if you're a Yellowstone fan. Or shit, you could go back to 1883 and then just watch them in order, like, you know, 1883, 1923, and then Yellowstone, and it would still fuck, but to watch them in the order that they came out was really dope. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I got to jump on that because I am done with Yellowstone up until whatever gets released soon.
Yeah, well, the last half of season 4 or season 4, whatever that was,
season 5, bullshit
they gotta crank out before moving on.
Yep.
What'd you find?
That's a good one. I am not seeing what it's gonna. It just says that it's gonna be based on. Watchmen will once again be based on the iconic graphic novel, which was already served as inspiration for a live action. So it says based on.
So similar. It might not be exactly the same, but the base storyline
based on
of
it.
that.
Yeah.
It's going to be similar to what superheroes getting killed, and Rorschach was going around figuring out who the fuck was doing it and why.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't have anything else though that I'm really fucking with. So
no, Johnny, we miss you, baby. We love you.
Absolutely, bro. Hopefully we'll see you on the show soon.
Yes, sir.
Not show, but we'll keep you guys up to date on that. Hopefully next week will be regularly scheduled program.
Megazord,
right? All right. Well, if we have nothing else, I feel like this was a shorter show. It always is, right? When it's just us.
Yeah, because I mean, Johnny,
Slightly.
he likes to. He's a talker. You know how Johnny is, and he's a little chatty.
He be spitting the facts on the show. So.
I mean, we need facts to be spit, so that works out.
Yeah, we probably could have used a few. Of them on this episode. We're gonna get a bullet point list of everything we fucked up in this episode once Johnny listens to it. So we'll come back with corrections next week, y'all. For sure, guys. But yeah. Thank you for dealing with us for the past, probably like 2 hours.
175 episodes is more like it.
175 episodes. We appreciate it. Every week, we can't thank you enough for tuning in and listening to our bullshit. Remember, if you enjoy our content, rate, review, subscribe to wherever you listen to or watch the podcast. Give us that thumbs up. Whatever you can do to help us, please do so. Go to insensitivemerch.com to cop some gear so you can stay drippy with Drippy. Get yourself some fresh gear and rep the pod so that when people say, yo, what is that? You can say Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Check it out, homie. All right. But other than that, we love you. We'll catch you next week. Peace.